Hello and welcome back. Corsair DreamLeague Season 9 with the peaceful tunes of Thomas and Blitz, and we also have Ted on the couch. Do you want me to call you Ted or Period?
What's up? Whatever.
Anything is fine. I mean, you're in the Shiver show. You get to choose. You can
P-Flax.
P-Flax?
P-Fizzle.
P-Fizzle.
No, whatever you want. I don't mind. Seriously,
Right.
whatever you're comfortable with.
All right.
It's your show.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you the freedom.
I'm not a guest. I'm like
I'm
your
a benevolent leader.
Oh, okay. How kind, Your Highness.
We just witnessed the first game of the third series of the day.
We did not witness a game, Sheeps.
We did. We witnessed a slaughter.
We did.
We saw something.
Let me tell you something, okay? I popped out for a quick vape after the game,
Yeah.
and I was stood there, and as I'm vaping, the Team Empire guys are talking. They were not beatboxing.
No.
Okay, they were not beatboxing. That was a whipping. That was
was
a real whipping.
a painful whipping.
Yeah, it was.
Why was it so one-sided, Will?
They just weren't able to punish any of the lanes. Like Abaddon felt like he had a free game at bottom, which made it so that they had to rotate more heroes down there. But meanwhile, their mid matchup was getting crushed. Like mid 1 plus Puppy were just absolutely crushing it. Then that top lane, as a result, like it was a snowball effect, and they didn't know. It was like a ship was leaking, and they didn't know which one to go for first. Like where do
But they have like a ship with
Which
loads of
leak do
different
we
holes.
plug?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
just
as
too
it
many.
fails, it's like, which one are we gonna plug first?
Yeah,
Abandoned ship. And they
abandoned
did.
ship.
They abandoned ship.
And that's the downside of when you play reactively, is because when you do these like reactive moments, it feels like everything is too late. You go bottom, that lane feels pointless. You go mid, well, mid 1 is, I think he was like 3 levels ahead at one point. So
It's I don't know. There's games like these. You know, we do a post game of games like these sometimes, and there's just not that much to add to. They just got beat.
Yeah, it was like
know?
a sub 20-minute game, right? It was like
Yeah.
real quick. It does happen. Obviously, happens sometimes in qualifiers, sometimes in tournaments, sometimes in finals. I mean, you assume that Empire are going to go and look and say, what the hell happened? We've got to do something else.
Yeah.
That's certainly what seemed to be what they were shouting at each other outside. I couldn't really tell. They
They
weren't falling out. They
No.
were just like, you could tell that they were having a real moment where they're thinking, okay,
Yeah.
this is what went wrong. I'm pretty sure we have to do this, 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 and this. And they were all coming up with ideas and solutions. Hopefully, they've got one for game 2.
Yeah, because we have got a replay for you guys, and I'll spoil it. It's of the last
What
fight.
a replay it is. This
of
is just
the,
to hammer
of the
home
game.
just how horrible it was for Empire in this game.
Yeah, talk us through this, Will.
they pushed, and there was absolutely nothing Empire could do. They tried to nuke down the bear.
Good luck.
They eventually did kill the bear, but it did not matter because they could not kill any heroes on top of that, Shiver. Abaddon pops his ult, he just continues to run at them. Death Prophet also pops her ult in response, tries to run in. Doesn't deal nearly enough damage, and with the Aegis on the lone druid, she couldn't really commit because it felt like
Let
it
me
was
draw on
pointless.
the board here, William. So they're coming this way, right? And these guys, in turn, are having to run this way.
Yeah.
Okay? What they want to do is go this way
Yeah.
and force these guys this way. But it didn't happen, William.
True, my bald associate.
Thank you.
I
And
like
then
that.
what do? They go round the side,
And do it
and
again.
that's the end of the replay.
Come with sound effects, that's nice.
Oh no, they're gonna come in. This time with a big double arrow.
They're just,
Well, I don't know what that is.
What
Holy
is
moly.
that?
I went a bit wrong. I feel like they set up this sort of area, and they know you can't come in there. If you try to come in there, you're gonna get boated. Now here's where they try and come in. They try and push them back, but at that point, with the 3 ghosts down in the background, they can always save them and bail them out, and they kept doing it.
It
There you go. We were told to use the board. I used the damn board. Use
it
some
was a
arrows.
rough one.
Thanks, homie. What's up?
you want to finish out the handshake?
Nope. We're good.
I am getting more and more curious. I should have asked it during the game.
Oh, would you like to see it after this?
Yeah, we'll show you
segment?
after.
We'll
this
show,
game.
we'll show you for
Yeah,
sure.
you know the one.
But
right?
now you tease it to the people at home.
No,
and
no,
they're
they don't
like,
know about
oh,
that.
we're
They
gonna
love
miss
all
out.
that. They love being teased.
People love being left outside of interesting inside jokes.
No, they
if I know
don't.
There's one thing about people, Shiver. It's this.
You hinted an inside joke or piece of knowledge. You giggle to yourselves. People
Yeah.
are like, love those guys.
This is,
you know.
it's almost as good as the joke itself.
There's no, it's just no. Let's take a look at the MVP. See who you voted for, as you can vote during the chat. And there's a different MVP every game, and mid one wins.
Chappie. I said give it to Chappie, and they give it to Chappie.
You guys, I do have to tell you that there is no Chappie.
That's why I picked him. Like,
There's also no Van score.
This is an out.
That's
Hell of
the
a
wrong
game.
Empire.
Go Chappie.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear it.
Winning
from Chappie.
games is not supposed to.
Winning games he wasn't even at. All right, but they're gonna have to try again. You know, for these guys, it's actually they come out from this region. You know, CIS region. They've got Virtus.pro in their region, who is at this point the strongest team out there. And I think that's really good for the region because that means that Virtus.pro doesn't have to go through qualifiers, right? They just get invited, and that means that.
You think it leaves the way open for other CS teams that are not quite there to get there?
Well, just think about it. You have TI, and sure, the top 8 of the DPC will go to TI, and then you have qualifiers for the other 8. Or I don't know if there's going to be wild cards, but let's say just 8, right? Those qualifiers, where are those 8 teams going to come from? It's going to be 2 China. They're going to be probably 2 NA, 2 EU. There's normally only 1 CIS, and that means that if Virtus.pro was not qualified, you know, they're not in the top 8. They would have gone through qualifiers, and that is scary.
Yeah, they would have booted.
We have C.
Yeah. And
South America.
Yeah, and Navi is now as well in the top 8, so that's more good news for these guys. So
How
I think
sure are we that Navi's going to stay in that top?
Sure, fair enough. But for now, that is a good thing for them because they know that it's not realistic for them to expect winning a major in the coming 3 months. But they do have to have hope sets on TI and getting as far as possible. So
I know a lot of people want to see Navi back, you know, like the Navi status back, not back, that kind of meme. But a lot of people, when you go to events, are still wearing the Navi jerseys, and when you say to them, what's your favorite team, they still say Navi, even though they haven't really done it for some time. So it's interesting to me the amount of pull that they have as a team.
Yeah.
And I think it would be great for TI if Navi went there and did well, because honestly, they're one of those teams, like Alliance as well. People still love Alliance. That was like their team. So I think it's important for people to still see those big teams from the past still doing well. And I think it would be good if Navi could get to TI, because as people always say, it's not a TI without Navi and Dendy and stuff like that. So hopefully, yeah.
You think they can do it well? Because they're in the top 8 now, but you know it's going to be rough for the next couple of months.
You got a lot of stuff to come. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. I think they're like they get better. It's just a tough field. Like I think like the problem with them is sometimes they just get straight up out drafted. And series like the ones against EG, like EG feels like they're getting better.
Yeah.
Whereas like Navi isn't progressing at the same pace. But they're not a bad team by any means. Like if anything, they were better than I expected. Because there was no way that I expected them, if I'm honest, to beat Fnatic. Because I feel like Fnatic is a very good team right now.
Yeah.
But Navi, you know, they took the series off them in, I wouldn't say convincing fashion, because that came through was
spectacular fashion.
Yeah, it was a cool way for them to win. That was like a Navi magic win. But
the only way it could have been better is if it was out of TI and it was like elimination or something.
Yeah.
That would have been super hype.
Grand finals.
Yeah.
And then they would have won the grand finals. It would have been TI champs.
Well, that would have been.
Navi has been on the wrong side of that history before.
Yes, true.
Yes.
It would have been a nice comeback for them.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good for Dota if Navi does well. And it's good for Empire, I think, if Navi does well as well, because Empire's got their hopes set on making it through those qualifiers in their region. And the reason they're here is to learn, get more experience, learn, grow as a team. And that first game was a rough one to learn from, I think. Because what do you learn from a game like that?
You learn that Secret is a good team.
Yeah, I think you just learn how to get crushed. And I mean, I worry that morale kind of drops after a loss like that. You'd have to hope it doesn't. Certainly within the series, it would. But then I guess you've got time to go away and say, we can't let that happen again. We need a draft when we're playing against these teams.
Yeah.
That we can at least hopefully get something out of it. And that was clearly not it. So maybe losing that hard, it maybe forces them to come up with a better approach when playing against a team like Secret. Yeah,
well, we are going to have the chance to see if they make a comeback, if they learn and adjust. Because we do have a draft available for game number 2. And we have Empire on the Dire side this time. And Secret will play from the Radiant side. And there you have it, Elder Titan first ban. I don't think we're going to see that much difference in the first phase. Because there wasn't really one hero that made Secret's draft work, right?
I think that's one of the things about a good team is that they have a wide range of heroes that they can pick, styles that they can play, roles that you can run, lanes that you can go to, and that makes it very hard to outdraft you or to box you into a corner. So Yeah, I feel like you can ban what you like against Secret. I don't feel like they're ever going to struggle. Whereas we've seen Newbie, when they get the Sand King Disruptor back out, they do have other plans, but when people have been banning those two heroes against them, it hasn't been as easy for them. So I think Secret are, because they've got, you know, people like Puppy and that sort of experience they've got in the team as well as Fata and stuff, that it's very hard to outdraft them.
Dark Willow sounds a little bit like a donkey.
Yeah. It sounds like
When she
Slack,
gets
does.
when
I
she gets
reckon
annoyed.
you did that one. Sounds like something Jake would say.
Glad he's here in spirit. All right. I mean, Dark Willow ban, it's a better safe than story type of thing, I think, at this point. Did they ban it last time? I guess they did. No! Yes, they did, actually. They banned out the Tiny as well, and as far as Empire goes, they banned out the Razor third. So we'll see if they still want to do that, or if they thought there was an underlying problem to the success that Secret had in that
Fata
first game.
plays
For example,
Razor.
Bounty Hunter.
Right?
Everybody plays Razor.
But like I've seen Fata play Razor a lot.
Oh, yes.
Like over the years, it seems to be one of the heroes I've seen him play.
Yeah.
He used to play mid Veno a lot when no one else really played mid Veno. I remember him.
He played the tanky running heroes.
He's been around for such a long time. Holy cow!
This is great. They're starting, I don't know why, but
You like listening?
Team Secret started to speak up a bit more. So it's a lot more easy to hear
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Well, they've got the noise cancelers on,
Yeah,
so I don't think they realize how loud they are sometimes. It's kind
that's true, that's true. Apparently they were planning on picking Kunkka and they're like, oh, we'll just pick something else. That was the reaction to that.
yeah,
Well,
I
you
don't
know.
think. I think it's hard to really think of drafts that like hinge off a Kunkka pick.
Yeah.
I thought he did well in the game. I thought it was fun, but you can do the same thing with other heroes for sure.
And they have the same 3 bans with the Tiny there as well, meaning that Razor is indeed still in the pool. And the first pick goes to Empire. They get to open, and then Secret will have the ones after that. And it's the Sand King.
And Kungan.
What's important to make a Sand King work, Will? Does he need to have a Blink Dagger?
They're gonna take Rubik.
Bounty and Rubik.
Rubik is great against Sand King.
It's such a classic pairing against it. But Sand King is... It's an interesting hero. It plays very fast. It's even better as like a counter initiator because of the ulti.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Sand King's great because he has a really good stun that's on a pretty low cooldown, and if you're thinking about a lot of the games that we've had, that initiation, re-initiation, he can break stuff up. He's kind of hard to kill. He pushes lanes well. He's just a really good hero. I think Sand King is in the right hands definitely very powerful, and he enables a lot of sort of rolling team fight, and I think that's what you really want to have.
Gyro or Razor? No, they take AA
AA.
instead.
This is great.
The
If
puppy
you're wondering
shouted
why
out,
we're
that ain't good.
sniffling.
That was
That ain't
loud.
good. Yep.
Yeah.
That is good.
That ain't good.
What makes this combination not good? What made him say that?
5
I think they don't want to get AA'd. Like if they get a big Sand King stun and then AA blast, it's that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough team fight combo just with 2 heroes. Whereas like Will said, Bounty Hunter, not a great team fight hero. Rubik, very popular support on the pro scene, very strong. But I think he does kind of blow up a little bit against these kind of big combos. Even with the magic resist, it's hard to stand up against that. So far I see Bounty and Rubik just getting killed in these fights, but that's just me.
Team Empire's turn to ban.
Do you just avoid team fight at this point? Like, do you just think, well, all right, they've got SK, they've got AA, that's going to be tough.
No, you want to run faster at the AA more than anything.
So blow up the AA, see if
Yeah.
it's just a squishy target.
Because the downside of picking AA or playing AA is that if you get aggressive on this hero, you don't have the best opportunities to get good ice blasts off. Like his toolkit is more you
5
initiate,
seconds remaining.
hold people in place, and take advantage of that.
Do you not feel the fact that he can do his thing from so far away means that, yeah, okay, he's squishy, but he doesn't need to be there?
I mean, kind of.
Track, you need to be reasonably close. Rubik needs to be kind of in there to steal stuff and make use of it. AA can be like a screen away or more.
Team secrets
Yeah, but at the same
turn to
time,
ban.
then you still have a hero that isn't doing too much.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you want to be aggressive with these heroes. I wonder what Empire take, though, as follow-ups. I wonder if they still trust, like, these Razor and Gyros. They're willing the first 2 Gyro last time. First pick it, actually. And now it goes untouched. Secret does not seem concerned about that hero at all.
So Lycan ban, PL ban, Tiny ban, and they've banned Kunkka and they've
10
banned Lone Druid.
seconds remaining.
You know, I mean, especially if you've just lost to a Lone Druid, you definitely don't want to see it
5
again because it's
seconds
just so
remaining.
brutal.
It's just
Yeah.
annoying. It just changes the way you play, I think, as well. It's like the sneaky tower assassin. You're busy somewhere else, and all of a sudden your base is gone.
It's just too fast. I think he's like Luna in that regard. You lose one fight in the mid game, and all of a sudden you've lost an entire lane of barracks, and then it's like, okay, what the hell was that? Like, you just the cost goes up for losing a fight when you're up against heroes that push the way that Lycan, Lone Druid, and Luna, the way those 3 do. It's such a costly loss any fight.
He doesn't have any letters on his keyboard.
Who doesn't?
That guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's just completely white.
look at that.
Look at that.
Maybe it's a Braille keyboard.
Maybe it's a Braille keyboard.
That is.
I have a keyboard like that.
Absolutely crazy. Well, you just had no letters on it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Because I guess, I mean, you can still type, but sometimes, you know, those symbols, I'm
Yeah,
still
but like
confused.
it kind of forces you to like learn.
Okay.
I don't want to be forced to learn. I want.
But what if
letters
you
on my
want to double
keyboard.
check?
Remaining.
Double check what?
Just in case.
In what situation would you?
All right. In a situation where you have one of those password things that you can't see what you fill in, and it constantly comes up as if your password is filled in correctly, but you don't know if your keyboard is set to the right
Right, what if
right
shift,
language.
Shift 7 on a keyboard?
What if you accidentally have pressed Shift Control
I
and it
need, like, the
switches
muscle
to a
memory.
weird, weird
You need.
keyboard?
I mean, obviously, if all you're pushing is Dota buttons, I don't look at the keyboard and think Q, Q, Q. Okay, but at the same time, you might want to use it for something else.
I don't know.
I reckon. You know what is to conceal? Macro 1, Macro 2, Macro 3, Macro
Ah.
4. That's what I'm suggesting.
Hmm.
Phoenix.
Oh, the cop.
Phoenix. Hey, isn't Age of Separation quite good against Phoenix? Or is that, am I thinking the wrong way?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean the heal, yeah,
The
sure.
golden P stops doing stuff, but
Yeah.
They
so
need
far
stuff.
they're right click, like they don't have something that can just punch the egg down.
Yeah.
Now
They take the Beastmaster, which makes everybody.
Everybody punches the egg.
Yeah.
Is this like third pick Phoenix is a little? I'm not sure I've seen that too much. I think because there's so much room left in the draft for something like a Beastmaster
Yeah.
or something.
I'd imagine that's an. I don't even know what role that Phoenix is. I'm
10
pretty sure
seconds
that's.
remaining.
I'm pretty sure that's off lane.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
5 seconds remaining.
Because what else are you going to have as your core?
I mean, I again, I look at Secret's draft at the moment, and I mean, I would much prefer to be Team Empire at the moment with those 3 than
Yeah.
Secret with those 3. But
I'm sure mid one
we'll
is
see.
going to be playing something weird. Who knows? Maybe it's like a mid Rubik.
You know, this is one of those games where, you know, they own game 1. And in this scenario that they have right now, this is the perfect opportunity to try something unorthodox.
Do you mean like the wings strat, where you win game 1 so convincingly, you just pick Pudge Techies in game 2 and then
We'll see what
win
happens?
game 3?
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, they could. See what happens. Maybe they always wanted to try this Phoenix offlane.
I have no idea.
See how
I
it
guess
works out.
they're confident that they can win a third game if they need to. But at the same time, I think it would be foolish of us to look at Secret's draft and say, oh, you know, what are they doing?
Ted, have I gotten you sick?
No, I just had to clear my throat. I'm pretty sure when you looking at Secret, whatever they're drafting, they know what they're doing. So I would
Yeah.
never question their decisions.
Empire's turn to pick.
Okay, this is looking stranger and stranger to me. So this must be mid Rubik then, unless it's like mid Phoenix or something.
I have.
This is surprising.
I've
Mid
seen. I
Rubik?
mean, I've seen mid Phoenix. I don't. Not in a pro game.
Who did someone at some point try Core Bounty Hunter?
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Was that long ago, or
Mason was the first person I saw do it.
that was long ago?
How did it go?
It was okay.
You go you Battle Fury on him, or that doesn't work anymore, does it?
Can't remember what he got actually.
Because for a while, the Bounty Hunter, you could get Battle Fury and you could cleave off the creeps.
Yeah.
But, okay, Wraith King. I mean, just look at Team Empire's team is, like, super scary.
All right, so they got the disable from the Wraith King, which is great, but then there's a shield that just makes that, like, not useful anymore. Why? What's the logic
I
behind
just
Wraith
can't
King?
wait to see what Secret's pick is here. This is so funny.
5
This is,
seconds
they're
remaining.
going to blow my mind with some incredible strategy here.
Bounty carry, I'm reasonably
All right, here's what I think it is, all right?
okay.
Carry Abaddon.
Caravan, yeah.
I think it's offlane Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Rubik Bounty is supports, and then
Yeah.
they're going to pick a mid.
Mid 1-0 last.
Because the carry Abaddon, if Beast tries to blow him up, AA blows him up, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's very, you know, he's just gonna borrow time through it all, and just tank everything. Meanwhile, you've got the egg, you're gonna get a ridiculous amount of money through the bounty, and Rubik's gonna steal Sand King Stun and Beastmaster Roar and everything, and I guess that's the plan.
I did hear the SF pass the discussion across from us,
5 seconds remaining.
but I also hear CK a lot, which
I
confuses me.
think CK would be
Turn to pick.
really good actually, because they need lockdown and stuns and chase, and he kind of he's
Empire
really
SF?
good like that.
Hey, there's the quap.
So they've gone for Quap. I guess, but then I mean, if you take CK, you're gonna have to go like mid Phoenix, offlane Abaddon, or mid Rubik. But CK's amazing. He is.
I like
really
that
hero.
Queen of Pain pick a lot. There's not a ton of disables represented.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like bounty lift. I mean Rubik lift. That's it. Here it comes.
There's a CK.
Yeah, there's CK. So carry CK, offlane Abaddon, mid. I'm gonna say mid Phoenix. I reckon it could be mid Rubik, but I could also see mid Phoenix. I don't like it, but yeah, mid Phoenix.
Well, yeah, mid
Mid-Phoenix.
Phoenix is mid
Cool.
Phoenix. All
I
right.
have not seen that before. That'd be a first for me, honestly.
So we know obviously that it's one up for Secret, and Secret are the better team in this matchup. But the lineup of Empire surely looks pretty solid.
I mean, Empire's team is a good team. Like that's a lineup I really like. We play this lineup. I see it
Yeah.
a lot. It's like this is a really good lineup. But I am absolutely fascinated to see Secret's lineup. Mid Phoenix is not something I've seen before in a long time. I mean, I've seen it in pub games. I think Chaos Knight is fantastic and a little underrated, and I really look forward to seeing him. And then you've got Yap God on the Rubik. I mean,
Can't really go wrong with that.
yeah.
All right, well, I think regardless of outcome, this should be a very entertaining game
Absolutely.
to watch. So let's head straight into it with Odie Pixel and Fogged.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for Game 2 between Team Secret and Empire, and we indeed have got a mid-1 mid-Phoenix. We saw him on the Kunkka, fair enough. You know, hero we don't really see too much, but we
Sure.
know it works in the mid lane. We know that
They've played it.
It is common there, maybe outside of pro games, of course. But the Phoenix, you don't see this hero mid.
I don't think I've actually ever seen this hero mid. I've like trying to think back a long time going. In pubs, I've seen it maybe like very rare, even in like the core role, but I mean, I'm super intrigued by this draft.
What do you think is the answer? Well, why the Phoenix mid? What can you see sort of the hero's strengths being in this 1v1 match? I guess it's a hero that's hard to gank.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I actually just don't even know, man.
It's
Secret's onto some cool stuff. That's all I know. This one's very like the last one. You could kind of understand. Like you're like, oh, Kunkka versus Gyro. You know, there's some like things that make some sense. But this one, you look at maybe Sand King AA, and you're like, all right, these two, they can't really go hit the egg that nicely. But then there's a Beastmaster there, so the aura is always going to help his teammates kind of hit it. I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I'm very intrigued.
You know, the hero, as I say, is a hard to gank hero. Is a hero as well, where you can definitely look for, especially the first 3 minutes, those sneaky courier snipes. The enemy mid has to be careful, otherwise you're diving in, getting the right click, getting out of there. You can take that courier.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how this matchup works. He's got 0 armor, so you get hit really hard by the Queen of Pain. But if you can actually start getting your Fire Spirits out, you do decent.
And what's the build gonna be? What items do you get on the core mid Phoenix?
I don't know.
I guess it's.
I hope it's the Meteor Hammer. You get the long distance jump and you drop the Meteor Hammer. But dude, I don't know, man.
Normally on a core Phoenix, you would get the Midas.
Yes.
Do you think we're gonna see him still get Midas as the mid Phoenix? levels are very important on this. I mean, you're going to get levels.
maybe they just do some. I mean, this team loves Dominator, right? It could just be some Dominators. I don't know. I'm super interested in this and what they can make happen with it. Bottom lane is going to be probably the most action-packed one between the CK Rubik versus this Beastmaster and Sanking. So let's take a look. We've been talking a lot about the Secret Draft. Very intriguing, very interesting. Empire, they've got Ghostic on one of his most powerful heroes, that Beastmaster. He was very successful on it in a lot of their games in the qualifier. It ended up getting banned majority of the times. But that's also when people were like, oh my god, Beastmaster's OP. But yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of this. This is just cool stuff right here. So it starts with the Fire Spirits level 1 mid to make sure that FN has a rough time last hitting, but should be able to get some anyway under that tower.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what skill bit it goes, because at least when you get sort of the couple of points to the Spirits, the attack slow, it's so annoying.
It is.
It really does make it sort of almost impossible to get this, especially in sort of this 1v1 matchup. It's going to be very hard for FN if mid one does decide to get a couple of points in that early on. And we'll see. I think a lot of interest on how mid one plays this hero.
I mean, like I said, this is the most intriguing thing I've seen in quite a long time. You know, we've been looking at drafts lately, and people are like, oh my god, drafts are getting kind of stale. Death Prophet, blah, every single game. Secret's like, nope. We've got CK, we got Phoenix. That's good stuff, man.
I mean, that is the thing. If FN can get on top of the bird and start punching him with that 0 armor, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, you hit very hard. And Rubik, YapzOr has some very good spells to steal this game. He's pretty much reliably going to get the stables from the Sanking and the Wraith King at all stages. Some nice ults to steal as well. And top lane, they are going to be getting a good amount on Fada this time around. Sure, last time he did as well, but this one, he's versus a Wraith King. That hero is not the strongest in the laning phase, unless they have like heavy rotations coming in.
Yeah, Nick's just throwing out the stuns, making sure that he can get the CS on the range creeps guaranteed. On mid lane CS, FN is taking the lead at the moment.
Yeah.
7 for 5 against the 3 for 1.
He's got base damage advantage.
But yeah, now there's the 2 points of the Spirits, and if mid one could be smart with his usage on these, this could give him a good shot of closing that gap. But of course, you know, it's a Queen of Pain. She has got the just having a point in Scream will be nice once she hits the level 4 to get sort of those CS when the attack speed slows upon you. Top lane, bit of a go being made on Safada, the cold feet.
It does proc, but Nyx is in trouble here. He's getting a bit scared here by Puppey.
Yeah, Puppey. Just going to chase him down as it seems one more hit would have done it, but Imposture is there with the body blocks. Nyx will be fine. Will get himself back to safety.
Bottom lane, we see Ghostic, of course, doing great because of this dual lane, the Sanking Beastmaster versus CK Rubik. CK Rubik, not really that strong of a dual lane.
Yeah, if anything, though, so far, already looking better for Empire than Game 1. This time round,
yeah,
they're actually getting stuff out of the lanes, and if anything, so far, the mid Phoenix is not selling. It's definitely I'm not sold on it at the moment.
No.
He's not really been able to sort of harm FNCS at all.
I mean, the hero overall, the animation's slow, your base damage isn't high, like we said, the armor is low versus Quap. And FN, his Queen of Pain, that's one of his most comfortable heroes.
Yeah, mid one missing a few of those Spirits there.
Yeah, really suffering. He screwed up the urn, so he's going to be that urn for his team. So maybe he's just going to be playing as like this support kind of hero. They're just all in on the CK. Bottom lane, close the gap onto Yoku.
Yoku will turn with the Burrow Strike. They'll start right-clicking into YapzOr. YapzOr gets out of the Fade Bolt. Ghostic looking to give YapzOr a chase down. YapzOr in trouble.
Can they get him?
They'll get him indeed. First blood for Empire. As Ghostic claims the kill, Ace looks to drag back Yoku, but Yoku, he'll turn with the Burrow Strike. And Ghostic, he's there to ready to punch into the Chaos Knight, force him back. Empire taking a good hold of the lanes here in game number 2.
Yeah, very strong bottom lane.
I mean, to be honest, I thought the Spirits would do more, but as it seems, FN, he doesn't really care, because he's dodging most of them, and I guess when only sort of one of them hits each time, there's only a little bit of time where you got your attack speed down.
And as the lane progresses, like you get the double null on Quap, so you've got 74 base damage, Phoenix 61, just incredibly difficult. You've got a 10 damage variance as well, in comparison to the 8 damage variance of Quap.
Fire up top. Got the Ray Fire Blast. Making sure that the proc's there for the cold feet. And Photic Shield will be on time. Nyx will continue to chase. Another Ray Fire Blast. One more hit should do it, and it does. They'll get the kill. Now, Poshka's got to be a bit careful, Puppy. Looking a bit closer towards him to turn things around, but Empire, they get it. Second kill on the board. Secret still yet to have that pick-off.
Yep, all 3 lanes farming excellent as well.
I mean, this mid lane. It's an absolute disaster.
It's an absolute
for Secret.
disaster. Yeah, that's level 6 Queen of Pain to level 4 Phoenix.
Maybe mid one had a pub game where someone picked a Phoenix, and he just wanted to prove a point on how bad Phoenix mid is. 'Cause it feels like he's trying to prove something. It's doing nothing at the moment. I'm excited to see what he does with it as the game goes on. Maybe this is the plan. Maybe he sort of said, all right, we're not going to get CS in this mid lane.
It's all about it's the grand scheme of things.
Sure.
Right? It's not about the lane.
It's the team.
I mean, I really don't know. Top. Puppy and Fada trying to chase out Nyx. Nyx will be able to get back to the tower. Bottom. Quick lift. And they will turn on to Ace here.
First strike him. A little bit of the slow Ace. We'll turn and fight back. Here's the TP rotation. Mid one comes in with the Icarus dive, able to close the gap. They'll get ghosted. Yoku will be able to keep his distance. I mean, there we go. TP rotation from, you know, you can rotate in and close the gap.
Yeah, it's a good. It's similar to the Queen of Pain in a way, right? If you go tank the
Sure.
side lanes with the Icarus dive,
I mean
it's similar, kind of in that way. Fada top. Getting chased out here. Does have another shield. Has the bottle. Picks up a new bounty rune.
They're going to continue to chase this. They know if they get a couple of crits, they'll get the kill. There we go. The 360 smack him down. Empire.
So Ern finished up on mid one.
Here we go. But I'm looking at how's FN doing? He's got to have some pretty nice shiny items.
Really well.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's doing fine.
Getting every single deny in the lane too.
Yeah, 37-27. This is the sort of CS FN will probably get if he's playing against an easy ball. As you know, mid one has maybe intentionally sort of harmed his ability by playing the Phoenix mid this game. He wanted a challenge, you know, and this was certainly the way to give it to him. I mean, he's getting experience.
Yeah, not the what you really want so much just from your mid laner, but bottom lane.
And they got the burrow strike in. Ghostic
coming
falling low though, surrounded by 3. Puppy turns up to the lane as well, but here's FM with the TP rotation, Sonic Wave. Finishes off the Chaos Knight. They do not have detection on Yoku, so Puppy...
3 seconds till then.
He should... Wow, if they're stun like that, that's going to give them time to burst him before he can get it off. Empire take the double kill.
And on top, mid one's there.
Poshka's being dove upon. Out comes the sun, but they go for the old school tactic of just walking away. It will save one of them.
But
Nyx
does the Fire Spirit connect?
Oh,
Get it?
no!
Unable to.
Empire will not lose anyone to that rotation.
They will be able to Secret will pressure the tower off that, though. They force both back to base. That's something.
I mean, Yapsor, he nearly has as much net worth as mid one. I mean, it is Yapsor, you know, he's a good player. So, you know.
Yeah. Yoku just goes top. He's going to stand some, get some experience, but this tower is dropping quite low with that siege wave there. And the rotation, Ghostic, is running up.
There we go. See what Ghostic can find. We'll get a tap on the shoulder by Puppy. Puppy lets him know that he knows that they're coming up. Seeing if they can maybe find a catch. Doesn't have the level 6 on the Beastmaster though.
This is an awkward chase.
Yeah. He's going for it though. And here turns up mid one with Puppy. They'll look to turn Yoku, looking for an opportunity to find the burrow strike, goes straight away onto the Phoenix. They'll turn, continues to right-click him down, and Poshka's there with the Sandstorm, and Yoku will be able to juke it off and get himself away. All this time though, FN in the mid lane, continuing to farm. He's got the treads, the double null, the bottle.
Yeah.
He is loving life. And we can be sure to see him try and make a rotation once again in about 30 seconds when he has the Sonic Wave back.
So Ace has just resorted to go to jungle while they give Yapsor the bottom lane. Yapsor, like we were mentioning, has excellent spells to steal. So hits level 6 at 9 minutes, nice and early. So maybe he can be the one to kind of bring his team back in this one. Ace has still been farming incredibly well. Top of the net worth.
Absolutely. I mean, Ace, I think he's looked at his mid lane and said, right, I really need to carry this game. And Ace, he certainly has carried some heavy ones in the past. So Secret can certainly look towards their CK. As Ace is, keeping it together really nicely.
Yep. Could be a pretty nice CK game. Sure, there's a decent amount of AoE coming between that Quap, AA, and Sanking. But if he gets out of control toward the later stage of the game, they do lack a bit of that AoE physical, at least in any way, because Wraith King is pretty limited. Going for that armlet, of course. So I think the plan might be just like YapzOr becomes kind of the core, and mid one maybe starts like getting back and just being like that like zoning Phoenix in a way. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, it may be one of those games where, you know, mid one will look back at the scoreboard and say, hey, the Rubik was mid, I was support. Because at the moment, he's close.
Catching up.
Bottom lane, Yoku. Just goes in with the Burrow Strike onto Ace. Ace actually going for the chase.
Dodges
Nice.
the stun.
Yeah, nice little dodge there from Yoku, and now backups come through. They've got the roar, they'll hold down the CK. And FN comes in for an easy rotation, jumps forward, grabs the kill.
It's going to be one of those FN Queen of Pain games where he just goes absolutely berserk.
Certainly can. One of his, or if not, his best hero.
Yeah, like Pan was mentioning, there's very few disabled. It's just the CK and the Rubik.
Oh, he wants it. He really
doesn't
wanted
get
to
it.
do it.
Now top secret, they're going for a dive. They will find Miposhka.
Yeah, FN though in that. He hesitated a little bit. You knew that he wanted to do it. But
you know what happened? We
he
just
hesitated
had mentioned him. We were just praising him.
that is true. That always happens. Gave a bit of the caster's curse onto FN. Sorry about that. And you see, constantly trying to grab stuff from the Queen. I guess he's looking for that blink. He's not got it the last few times. I guess the nuke's nice as well.
Yeah.
But the blink would certainly be a bit of a dream for setting up for kills for his other cores.
I think having the scream is actually very nice this game because they do lack damage, at least in this early game. Bottom, Ace.
Oh, Yoku. He messes up the Burrow Strike, doesn't actually connect with it, and that will give Ace more than enough time to turn around. They're going to try and chase for more.
The track is online too, so they've got a good amount of chase for this.
As long as they can close the gap and bring him in with the Rift, they'll get easy kills, and they do indeed. They catch out Miposhka.
They've actually claimed themselves a 1k gold advantage now, Owen.
I mean, that's the scary thing. Anytime that this ult is up on Ace, and with the tracks, very easy for them to close the gap and just sort of get kill after kill.
And he's got an Echo Saber too already, so
Yeah.
very farmed on this CK once the courier delivers it.
Yoku will come in, but to try and slow down the push with his Sandstorm.
He's got the Tranquil Boots, so he is healing up during all this magic damage. Dropping pretty low though.
No, he is a bit. Puppy's there as well. If they get any sort of vision, they'll go for this. Yoku does have some sort of backup.
Tranquil Boots for the win right there. And, you know, no detection, of course. Puppy does find Yoku here. The Shuriken, not quite enough damage, so mid one commits.
Yeah, Yoku will turn with the Burrow Strike. They'll lose the life of one. Mid one's going to fall in return, though. Ace wanting to make sure the Secret can find the favorable trade. Drags in Ghost Stick. They've got the track out. Ghost Stick trying to back off.
FN.
Telekinesis holds back FN for now. FN has to blink away. Secret find two. They may have lost mid one, but at this point, you know, mid one's just along for the ride this game.
Super worth it, yeah. Everyone else
get
gets
track
so much
kills.
gold.
Nyx is getting some pressure up top. Armlet finish.
YapzOr did get this Burrow Strike steal now too. The Dream.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid one, he's got the Veil queued up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So looking to just help sort of, obviously buff up himself, but buff up the team as well. Buff up those nukes that YapzOr's going to be throwing out. Especially once he has the points in the aggressive null field.
Yep.
That's a lot of magical burst. It's going to be amped up between the two of them.
He's just going to be like that. I think he's just going to be like that protector, but I do think that we're going to see like majority of the heroes on Secret surpass mid one's net worth.
I think so.
They're already catching up to him in levels. I mean, YapzOr's same level as mid one. Actually, higher level even. Book 1 has been finished up on Ghost Stick. Let's see what they can make happen with it. They also have the armlet as that Nyx picked up, and he has queued up Radiance next, which will be very nice. Radiance versus CK is a very good item versus that Phantasm. Let's see what they can make happen here in the mid lane. They should be able to burst mid one in theory, as long as YapzOr doesn't get some perfect counter lockdown here.
YapzOr's in a good position.
Yep, he walks right into them though.
Yeah, they are going to just turn on him. They'll tan him down, and you're going to see FN come in for the kill secure. He wants the action, he wants the glory. Now with 4 mid, they can look to put some pressure onto the tower as well, Empire.
Fire Spirits come out. Fada now just walking in the midst of all of them there with that Dominator finish too from earlier. They will push them off of the tower.
Borrowed time will be popped by FN, as he just managed to force it out of Fada. And FN working well on his way.
Oh, they're They're looking for Fada with that AA blast. They will stop the heal of that shrine, but...
I mean, FN's looking for this. He knows that Fada does not have ult, and FN does have the Sonic Wave. He's going to go in. He's going to look to burst down Fada. The Photic Shield, though, removes the dagger. Fada will survive with that.
Barely surviving. I don't even know how... He was like, at, what, 10 HP or something
Yeah,
after that stick, after the wand charges?
That was close.
Very close. But now Sonic Wave is down.
And Fada playing confident. He's going to have the ult back up in a short while. Ghostic does also have Primal Roar back in 10 seconds, though.
Radiant are scanning.
But definitely not the same as game 1 where Secret got massively ahead early on. This sort of...
I think last game was over by now.
Yeah.
2k gold lead for Secret, though. Throughout all of this, they are still fighting a significant amount of farm. And Empire not really able to claim any towers still just yet. Well, Secret, they do have those too. That's what's giving them that gold advantage. And look at this puppy. He's going to go for the courier.
And he's got it.
Dire's courier has been killed.
So a little bit more gold advantage for them. While Ace continues to push out top lane, he's going to be going for the S and Y after that Blink Echo. So they do have a good amount of catch and chase now with this CK itemization. And mid one has Veil done pretty much and has the 90 GPM now too. So his gold will continue to surge forward.
He's climbing back up there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not normally the point of the net worth where you expect to see mid 1.
nope. But level 10, he didn't die, he only died once, right? The mid lane, sure, he didn't get that many last hits, but with the rotations. And he's been securing, he's kind of been protecting them to push those tier 1 towers. Yoku trying to desperately to find this Blink Dagger, about 900 gold away from that. That'll give them a true form of initiation, because right now Shared Beastmaster can close the gap just by walking up and roaring people, but still a bit hard with the way that Secret's been running around. And now they're looking to punish this tanking. They know that Yoku's playing down here to get this Blink Dagger.
Let's see what Yoku does here. Does he reveal himself? He's staying pretty hidden.
Look at this push, the double wagons plus Curse of Avernus.
Yoku is going to show. Goes for the Sandstorm play, jump forward. They've got the track out, stun as well. They're chasing down Yoku, dragging him back in, and they'll take it. Track kill for Secret. Ace gets the pick with the help of his friends. Tier 2 towers down, and Secret.
Big track money there, 5k gold lead now, while Ghostic, he's trying to push down top tower with that Beastmaster. But look at Secret, they're just threatening high ground here with this Catapult and the Curse.
And look at this blink. Ace immediately on top of Miposhka, making sure that there's no Ice Blast for this defense.
FN has the Orchid finished.
He's looking towards the bounty, but with the shield, Puppy's going to be fine. In fact, he's turning towards Nyx. Nyx goes for the Ray Fire Blast onto the Bounty Hunter. Jump forward from Ace, gets the grab back onto Ghostic. Ghostic gets the Roar out, but he's stunned up himself. Sonic Wave flies in, but it's not enough to finish off neither Ace. They've got the Burrow Strike. They're looking for Ace, but he's pretty tanky on the CK. They're trying their best to finish him off. Ace still alive, though. FN has to blink out. And now Secret turning towards Nyx. They've got the ultimate. He is going to reincarnate, but the stun is out. They're going to hit him with the stun, holding him in place. They'll come back forward. Track is out onto this Wraith King. Fada just chasing him down. They'll go for the Ice Blast on Fada. Will kill him off, but they've lost the Wraith King. They do get mid one as well. Empire managing to make Secret play for this aggressive move from them, as Puppy also gets cut down. Empire will get Secret out of the base and do keep their racks alive.
The AA Blast connecting perfectly there. And yeah, FN doing a disgusting amount of damage in that fight, just keeping it his distance so he doesn't get bursted down by Secret's heroes. But they forced a lot of movement from Empire there, knocking on that tier 3.
And Ace does, of course, still maintain that top spot on the net worth with his farm that he has. FN still close behind, going straight for the BKB after the Orchid. And with that BKB, it's only really sort of the CK he has to worry about getting in on top of him when he blinks in aggressively.
Yep. Such a bizarre game.
It is a bit. Secret certainly, as the game goes on, looks to be playing this 4 Protect 1 around Ace and CK, which in this meta, a lot of teams have sort of struggled to pull off. But with the way that Ace is playing, as there's definitely sort of no worry, or little worry for Secret, putting everything in the Ace basket, as this man will perform Very, very strong carry player, one of the best at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he's farming very well, but it's also Fada is keeping up with him on that Abaddon, constantly split pushing the waves and using that defensive shield constantly to be able to remove a lot of that aggression from Empire. And even building now toward it. He's got his own hood, so being able to negate a lot of that damage.
And sure, you know, mid one, he was a mid Phoenix, but he's nearly there on the same amount.
And they find Nyx
Wraith King. And with that kill he is, he's just overtaken Nyx on the Wraith King safe lane.
I think they can maybe just go. They can continue this aggression. They've got a ward inside the enemy jungle, so they see Ghost Stick. Ghost Stick might get caught out here.
I think he will. Jump 4 from Ace. Ace. I believe he's stunned to creep there, but it doesn't matter. He gets both.
I mean, Secret's still playing like a unit. They are making all the moves around. Empire is getting split up a lot because of the 6k gold lead for Secret, and they're getting down more deep aggressive wards to watch the movements, and Puppey constantly stalking Miposhka.
He is indeed. There's a DD down bottom if he wants to grab it and go for the kill. And he probably will. He's found it, and he'll go.
But Yoku's here.
There is backup. And with the Ice Blast they're turning, they'll take it. Nice. Empire. Turn in with a quick play.
As soon as AA Blast is expended, they make their way into that Roche pit quick. They should be able to kill this pretty fast too with Medallion as well as the passives. Gets brought down very quickly here.
They got it. 6k lead.
Fada even just TP's bottom during this as well to be able to defend bottom tier 2.
He knows he's not needed for that Roshan anymore. Ace grabbing the Aegis.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Secret are still keeping that lead very confidently. But as we say, FN is the one that's got the big value in Empire's farm. He's got to have a huge impact in these fights. And let's get the silence. Onto the Phoenix. They're following up with the burst. Is it enough? It is.
They find him. They're getting the Wraith King involved as well because Nyx, he is falling very far behind him, this Wraith King. Bottom 5 net worth behind his Beastmaster.
2.4k towards the relic, but that's at 21 minutes in. Sure, he did get the armlet, but this is not where you want to have your safe lane to be at this stage.
No, definitely not.
Because despite how much of a start that FN had on the Quap, it's very hard in a game like this for even a very farm Queen of Pain to sort of carry it on their own back. They need the Wraith King to step up to a point where he is actually some sort of threat in these team fights.
Secret's got the catapult, stalking Miposhka again, just like last time, and quickly gets brought down by Ace.
He's getting a lot from these track kills.
Dude, they love doing this with these Helmet Dominators, just giving so much information on the map. Sure, Puppey's been running around Invis, stalking this poor AA constantly, but with a catapult too, Miposhka just really suffering. 2 and 5. So FN, BKB finished, like you were mentioning. Very hard for them to bring him down unless they get that initial stun lockdown. But Secret, they've got other goals in mind. They're looking at towers. Objectives are key.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, bottom Puppey. Stalking them. Ace getting the space to take this tower. Fada
Middle tower is
also putting some pressure on. You're going to have FN blinking away. Yoku hiding in the trees. Puppey doing a bit of a quick search. Does get the track.
Doesn't quite get the shuriken in time though. But they're responding really fast. That's the one thing. Is like Secret, they know that they've got this advantage. They're constantly making moves around the map, playing at this really fast pace, defending all their towers whenever Empire does make any moves. Ace does get the stun onto Yoku.
He does. He's going to pop the ult. Look for the chase down. Yoku. He's been tracked. Very easy for Ace to close the gap. They do lose Puppey. Ghost Stick able to find the pick-off. Does not need to commit Raw. Does still have that available because they could look for more here. They're looking towards Ace. Ace has the Aegis though. So not the ideal target ready for Empire to go on. They have to let him be. So just the 1-for-1 there between the sides. Secret still making it very hard for Empire to shift themselves back in favor. And as we said, you know, sort of with the momentum that the team as a whole is getting, mid one, he's climbing up there. He's 4th now on the net worth.
Yep. And Ace is just getting, I mean, Ace is getting huge in this game. Seems like that is the key for this game. They're like, okay, sure, we've got this mid Phoenix, we've got this Abaddon also farming, but the CK, if CK gets to that big level, they don't really have the damage to deal with it on Empire.
Got the trap set with a sentry, and they'll make Puppey pay for it.
Yep. That's the relic picked up and almost Radiance now on Nyx.
problem for Empire is it's always going to be how they kill Ace.
Yeah.
As he is going to become very, very tanky. I mean, but he already is. 2,700 HP that they have to burst through. And he's also got a lot of money on top of that. 2,800 he's holding in the bank. So killing Ace is certainly the biggest issue that Empire have at this moment, and will have for the rest of the game at this pace. Bottom lane, looking towards Fada. Just jump in with the Burrow Strike. Fada does have the borrowed time.
He's got a haste rune too, and as soon as they proc the borrowed time, he will be able to get out of there. Now mid one, trying to close the gap.
See what they can catch here. Now the Sunray onto Nyx. That percentage damage helping bring him down once.
And they're continue the chase.
They are.
Wraith King's dead twice. Yeah.
They have to get out of there, the rest of Empire. They've just got to let Nyx go. As he will fall. I mean, a lot of games are a hard game for Wraith Kings at the moment. Not really the most popular carries by quite a while. And we're certainly sort of seeing the lackings of it. If you don't sort of get that early item timing, if you can't get a Radiance at, you know, ideally before the 20-minute mark, your game just feels so slow.
It does. And also, the one thing is also for Phoenix, this hero's been buffed several times, so the damage you actually get once you do get your levels online, it's pretty absurd.
Yeah. And they're going to go straight into the base. Ace finds a catch onto the AA. Space is there now for Secret to move on to the racks. The Aegis does time out.
I mean, Secret's just making much faster moves. You look at Empire's lineup, and they want to be able to throw all their spells in unison, in sequence, with like the blink on the SK as well as like an AA blast plus Queen of Pain, but Secret's not giving them the options, and they just get a racks off of like 1 or 2 kills. Oh boy.
And this is certainly going to be worrying for Empire. This is a game where, for the first 5 minutes or so, mid one, he wasn't really in the game.
No, and now he's got a Lotus Orb, a Veil, Spirit Vessel.
He's absolutely in a fine place right now. And Secret, as a whole, they're not showing any signs of suffering that much in the mid lane. That just whole period of the game is gone. Secret are ahead. And Empire, despite having a very good start for FN in that middle, it just doesn't seem to be enough to really help swing them in favor this game.
I mean, they're not really taking fights together as a unit on Empire. It's everybody just kind of running around one by one, getting picked up by Secret's ref. Now they've finally grouped up. They have a smoke available too. They really need to start making these movements happen versus Secret's lineup. Puppey, he will walk into it, breaks the smoke.
I mean, it's not the dream catch.
And
he knows around, Dust isn't even going to catch him. Puppey.
Fine.
Dispelling the smoke, getting out of range. Nyx does have the Radiant stun now.
Now Secret's just ready to fight here.
They're going to try and open up, but straight away they've got the control onto Yoku. Ice Blast does come in. They're looking for the kill onto mid one. Ray Fire Blast as well as the Sonic Wave will do it. They get the Phoenix. They're going to look to try and go for more, but Ace jumps in. He's got the control onto the Wraith King. Takes the reincarnation out of the hands of Nyx. Will look for round 2. Can they do it a second time? He's got the backup of Fada. Chasing down Nyx. The crits come through.
So
Ace picks up the Wraith King.
They almost actually saved mid one there with the defensive Force Staffs, but...
Oh, yeah, so with the wraparound, catches Miposhka on the way out. 3 kills for Secret. I mean, Empire, they are at least this time around able to put a bit of a dent into the team as Secret, but overall, they just can't come out on top of these fights. Link Dagger now complete for Yapsor. Ace still confidently sitting at the top of the farm.
Really does seem like Empire lacks an immense amount of damage in these fights. They're never ever actually able to get this epicenter off because Yoku starts the fight with the Burrow Strike, it gets stolen, gets turned on, gets killed pretty much instantly, and look at this CK. 4,100 HP.
I mean, absolutely massive, Ace. He is, you know, a carry that a lot of people have been talking about for quite some while, for quite some reason. He just, you give him, if he gets the space, he will not mess it up. He's never in the wrong place, as it seems, on the CK.
Yeah, and Yapsor's constantly been stealing Burrow Strike in every single one of these situations, so instantly turns the fight around. They really need epicenter in these fights. They need that damage to come out from Yoku to be able to bring down these heroes of Secret. But it's just looking harder and harder with Ace getting so big and Nyx just constantly dying in all these fights. Level 15 on the safe lane Wraith King, 10,000 net worth. He's bottom 5.
Empire now just struggling to get out of the base. Gems picked up by Puppey. And Empire, just a bit of the waiting game now. Waiting to see if Secret come in overextend. Secret, of course, they'll play it safe. Roshan's back up.
Yep, make the way into that pit. they can bring this down very fast. Empire, I think they almost have to make a play on this, right? Even without the Aegis and Cheese Secrets being able to dominate most of the fights, but they do have the smoke available. Are they going to look to group up and go after they push out bottom wave? It doesn't matter. It's going to be too late. By the time they make it to that Rosh, it's going to be dead.
Let's go in. Yeah. It's gone.
How are they going to be able to deal with this CK now? With Aegis as well as 4200 HP?
Say, this,
I don't think they have the damage to go through this guy.
No, not at all.
They can kill. They can go try to kill everybody else and try to isolate the CK, but I think Secret's just going to group and go.
Yeah, I don't think Ace dies. He's absolutely huge. And with this sort of Blink Dagger build and such, sure, it's necessary on the Wraith King, but as we said, sort of the pace that Nyx is getting it, it's just not good enough to have an impact.
Mid one's level 18 now too, so killing that egg is more than likely not going to happen unless he's isolated from the control that Secret has around it.
There we go, mid one. Into the base, gets a quick bit of vision. Knows what's going up, and Fada and Ace starts to hit onto that tier 3 tower, looking to set up for a second set of racks. Yeah, here we Shadow Strike. MFN comes through. Shields out onto Ace though. Ace just standing his ground. Will get caught out by the Red Fire Blast, the Cold Feet, but he's got so much HP. He really doesn't care.
Fada takes a bit of a beating there. They do scout out Ghost Tick on the bottom side with Puppey, so they know that they're trying to take a flank initiative, but Secret, they've still got the Phantasm available. They find FN.
They've got the control. But the BKB comes out in time. Burrow Strike as well. They're trying to send the best they can. Ice Blast does come in across onto Fada, but Ace just rips through Yoku. Sonic Wave comes out. Ace falling rather low. Mid one zips in, zips out with the Icarus Dive. Nyx is going to tick out once. Reincarnate is pop. Aphotic Shield onto Ace. Secret starting to back up. They want Ace's heart regen to tick in before they re-engage, or maybe not. They just see an opportunity to jump in straight away. Ace has got the control. They take down FN. The Phoenix Sun is going to be successful as the stun comes out. Ghost Tick out in place, as well as Nyx on the Wraith King. This forward is going to be a team wipe. Secret clean up. There is nothing that Empire can do at this stage to put a stop to the train that Secret is running.
And just GG's.
It's GG, well played. It really is over here for Empire in this series. As yet another one today, where we are just seeing one team simply outclass the other.
I think that's a hit right on the head there. It's an absolute outclass. I mean, Secret just making all the nice right moves around the map. They're responding constantly to all the tower pushes that Empire's trying to get. And Empire, though, I don't think we saw an epicenter actually get thrown out in this game. I think Secret was just playing a bit too fast-paced, and Empire they just seemed like they didn't know what to do versus this draft.
I mean, I want to say it was the mid-one Phoenix, but I think he was a bit long for the ride. To be fair, the egg ults at the end were very nice in the team fights. It made it very hard for Empire to do anything.
In theory, too, like, right?
Yeah.
You want to run in and try to engage on all this, but as soon as the egg gets popped in those situations, it becomes a lot harder, so they actually had to throw, like, everything to kill mid-one, and then when they blow everything on him, the CK can just run rampant, and Fada as well. He had an excellent game on the Abaddon, ending 5-3 and 10, being incredibly farmed. These are some weird games. That was a very weird draft by Secret,
really
but it worked really well.
And it's a scary draft. The fact that Secret say, we're going to pick mid Phoenix, it's not going to do very well in the lane. We're going to let your mid laner get pretty much free farm, and then we're still going to win the game. That's scary. It's scary when a team can get away with stuff like that. I think we'll be able to bring the panel back in. Are you guys there? Blitz, are you advocating for people in your pubs to start picking mid Phoenix off the back of that game?
Lister was, he's not wearing his earpiece, you guys.
Do you think people should pick mid Phoenix?
Absolutely not.
He says no.
But you see how much damage he does when he gets levels?
Did you see how much damage he did when he got levels?
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but if Owen thinks that something is good, then I know objectively it's bad.
Pretty cold.
Shiver didn't deny it.
No.
So
For this particular game, though, I mean, Phoenix mid, it was level, what was it, level 4?
He was level 4 when she was, I think, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not great.
It wasn't, but I don't think it mattered. And not just because they played so well, but I think that actually their combo was really, really strong. They built a lot around this CK. And they knew that, I thought they used the Helm of the Dome creeps really well to go and find stuff. The pull from CK meant that they could set up a fight. Like, he's like, get over here, just hauling him in. He was insanely farmed. He had over twice the farm, I think, of the Wraith King at the end there, or it was very close to that anyway. The Bounty Hunter meant that they were never surprised. They could track Empire, find these guys on their own, and with the CK is so fast that he can run to them, get the kill, and get back out and go back to farming in no time. I mean, Wraith King got his Radiance. I feel like it was nice, go ahead and get the Radiance, but by that point the game was over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a really tricky one. I thought the Secret played it brilliantly. Just like Fogg said, he's like, they picked this weirdo draft and they just rolled them with it. It's a great performance from Secret and not a great performance from Empire, I think.
No, unfortunately not the case. Will, I believe you have a replay for us as well. We can take a look at it and see.
Yeah, Will. Roll it.
What it is.
Well, the clip.
Let the magic
let
happen.
the clip roll. Well, we have a clip.
We don't have a clip. We must have a clip.
I thought we had a replay.
We do.
We do.
Here it
we
is.
do. We do. We do.
Here, let's draw on the map. Okay.
Draw on the
so
map.
in goes the roar. There goes
Phoenix
the roar.
died.
Very sad man. But then look at this. What I thought was it was a good point that every time they win on the Phoenix, all that happens is CK comes flying and oh my goodness.
Oh, that's it. Done. Yeah, oh.
Okay, and then we jump to here.
Yeah, we jump to here and here, and the stuff comes in from here like this.
You know?
And then it's basically one like this, Will, and then it
What?
comes around here, and then we've got some of these
That's
over
some
there.
spider.
Yeah,
And almost
I think
a
that
bad
sums
fit.
it up.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a wonky game. It lasted 32 minutes in the end, and I feel like it could have gone a lot faster than 32 minutes.
The
Could
thing-
it have though?
Could
I think the thing is, like, if they go on the CK, like Fogg was saying, Phoenix can come in and egg, and it's like, well, now we have to hit that. Also, Aphotic Shield was really good on the Abaddon. It was a really good pick. He just
All right.
kept sticking it on people, and
You guys,
what?
there's only one person we can ask about the madness to the method.
Okay,
It is the Phoenix player himself.
okay, let's
I
get it.
believe mid one is ready to enter.
In he comes.
Yeah, so opening the door.
Smooth.
Yay! Hello. Congratulations.
Come
We
up
have a
here.
microphone for you.
Talk into it nice and close. There you go.
All right.
All right. So, talk to us about Phoenix. Which bet did you lose?
I actually don't know what to talk about Phoenix actually.
Okay, what do you think about him as a mid hero? How do you feel like he worked for you?
I think Phoenix is very strong.
Okay.
Like I play him on pops and I feel like he doesn't really care. Like Phoenix can just lose mid, but he's gonna do his job in the game.
What did you see his job as in that game?
Like he heals his own teammates and he's very strong on team fights. Like it's very hard for you to get it run into us because I'm a Phoenix.
Right.
I'm gonna rape the fight. Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And was this the plan all along? This specific game?
Mm,
Was this a game where you're like, you don't want to talk about it?
I wouldn't say it's a plan. It's like I just feel it. I just felt it, so we just go for it.
You just said, get me mid Phoenix.
Yeah. that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got it
Yep.
instantly. Were you thinking that this game was going to be as one-sided as it was, the series?
I'm not really sure actually.
No?
Yeah. Because like we don't know about Empire and we don't really play it.
Yeah.
Who
It was
knows?
just a wait and see.
Yeah. Just go for it, I guess.
Talk to us about the form of your team, because the last two majors that you were at, you obviously didn't get top 4, which was, I think, a disappointing result from your perspective.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how you dealt with that.
I mean, it's pretty hard when you lost 2 majors right away, and we just took a break, and
Yeah.
I went back home, and then I just spent my time with my family and friends, and then I come back here with a new mid one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Refreshed, ready for the
refreshed.
next part of the season.
Yeah, ready for the next part.
Really happy to hear that. You have any questions for Mid One, Will?
Yeah. Okay. So I know you said that the Phoenix mid is whatever, but you could still feel it in game, right? This quap was just like free farming.
Yeah, I know.
You're just telling your team like, guys, it's fine. It's not gonna be a thing.
Yeah, because I played mid against a Shadowfin before. Like,
Yeah.
I was playing with Packet Lost. Like, I thought it's gonna be like really hard for me, but it seems like Phoenix don't really care, and I can just play it. I guess even from behind. Like, yeah, Cop is definitely like having a free farm. Like I felt it. Like it's pretty scary, but our lineup is really good, so I'm not afraid of Cop. I guess.
Yeah, if you're just 5-man, then
Yeah,
it's not a big deal.
it's not a big deal.
All right. Hey, how do you think Team Liquid will do with Heen as their stand-in? Instant laugh. That's not positive.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just hoping that I get to see OG versus Liquid.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the coach matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you think would take it?
I believe in Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Got the money on OG there. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. By the way, who would you give the MVP to for your team? You can say yourself if you want. Because we had a Twitch chat vote, so they have voted for an MVP of this match.
Yeah, but who
of
would
this
you pick?
game? Who would you pick?
All right, my heart tells me it's me.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Oh, I
Vote for
think
himself.
I
Let's
think
find out.
you might be right. Let's see.
Chat
Yep.
even again?
Easy. Easy. I mean, that's a convincing victory right there.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see more mid Phoenix?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to your team. And we are going to continue with a new series. We have got one more best of 3 to go to today. And it is going to be Liquid versus Pain. We already mentioned Liquid's going to have a stand-in. We're going to take a short break. But when we're back, it is time for that series.